Essie here with a process video for Lottie Loves Paper, and I've got 3 cute little photos from my niece's wedding, and I'm using the Just a Little Lovely collection from Pink Fresh Studios, which is available from Lottie Loves Paper. I'm starting off with some distress inks in Wilted Violet and Spun Sugar, and I'm using the Scraplift inspiration from the Scrap Squad Facebook group. This is Scraplift number 11, and I've been really enjoying these scrap lifts. I've only missed one so far, and they're providing great inspiration, so well done to the girls who are working really hard in that group. And I am just inking the edges of my page there. This is just normal white American Crafts cardstock, and I'm blending with my blending tool, and the Wilted Violet ink is quite wet, so whereas with the Spun Sugar I kind of pretty much went straight onto the page, with the Wilted Violet I'm starting off on my craft mat there, you can see, and then sort of blending the ink onto the edge of the cardstock so that I can control the amount of colour I get on there a little bit more. I've got that scrap of cardstock over there, you can see, to put my fingers on so that I don't get messy, and put my fingers in the ink that's already on there because I am messy. And now I've inked both those edges, I'm going to lay some stamping down as well to finish off those 2 borders. And I really must apologise because for half of this video I do chop the bottom edge off slightly, so I'm really sorry you can only just see what I'm doing there, but I do correct it partway through, so you will see the full version at some stage. I'm just inking my stamp with archival ink in watering can, and ink stamping along just sort of where the 2 colours start to blend together. This stamp is not quite long enough to stamp all the way along. It's sort of about 6 inches long, so I'm stamping it twice to get the whole length of that 12 by 12. So now I've got those 2 borders running down each side. I've got some 3 by 6, are they 3 by 6? 2 by 3, sorry, pieces of paper from the 6 by 6 paper pad. I'm getting all my measurements in a muddle, to form that little grid there in the middle. The layout from the Scraplift had those pieces cut into tags, but I'm going to leave them as they are, and I'm mounting up the photographs. And I've also cut some little squares with wording on from the 6 by 6 cut apart sheet that's in the pad as well. And I'm just inking the edges of those pieces, and then I'm inking the edges of my grid cards as well. And that just helps that tie in with the grey stamping. It's the same ink I used for the stamping, and it helps it all tie in together on the finished layout. So I've decided where I want my pieces to be, which order the patterns and the colours to go in. So I'm just sticking those down now. I'm using my T-rule to help me get it straight, and I still managed to get it wrong, as you'll see in a minute. I have to, so I stick this one down. I've nudged the ruler there and haven't noticed, and stuck it down. And it's not until I go to do this one that I realise I've got them in the wrong place. Luckily my adhesive comes off again, so just correcting that and sticking them all in the right place now, and getting that top layer in the right place as well. Now you notice I've got that middle top and top right patterned cardstock are pretty similar, and I wouldn't normally put those side by side, and when I'm looking at them like this they look wrong because the patterns of the other pieces are quite different, and those 2 look the same, and they look odd. But because I'm putting a photograph over the top right, that then takes that away. So you see the little bits of purple around the photograph, but you don't see the full pattern, and that's what makes it work, in my opinion. So I'm just sticking the photographs on there as well, and I'm using some foam pads or some cuts, some squares cut from a foam sheet, can't get my words out, to just add some dimension so that those photographs are raised from those patterned cardstock panels. Now I'm going to pop those cut apart pieces in as well, and I'm just sticking those down flat. Oh no, I'm going to put that one up on a foam pad as well. So now I've got all those in place, I'm going to come in and add some more embellishments and my title. I'm cutting my title away from the sticker sheet, and these are the puffy stickers, word stickers from the Just a Little Lovely collection, and they are very, very lovely, and I'm using the word lovely. So just making sure all the little pieces are poked out from the middle of the letters and sticking that across the top. And making sure the positioning's how I want it to be. I'm going to add some more letters, another word up the top there shortly, but for now I'm just going in with some of the embellishments, some of the ephemera pieces that I've picked out from the ephemera pack. I've got some little tabs, I've got some flowers, a couple of a word strip there, and I'm just also looking at adding a couple of other bits. These are little word strips from Pretty Little Studios, which were also part of a Lottie Loves Paper kit. And they've got some really cute words in and phrases, and that purple one is just the right colour. So I've just added that to a label, and I'm going in and adding the rest of the ephemera pieces and just sticking those in with silicone glue gel around my photographs and on the patterned paper panels. Quite a big cluster of flowers there, and also a little tab to go atop there. Adding a little touch of green there. And now I'm going to come in with some of the small puffy letters, again from the same collection. These are beautiful, these letters, just sort of all marbled and shaded colours. And I'm going to put the word just. I just wanted a word that fitted in that little gap there to just add another word to my title. And then coming in with some of the enamel dots. And I changed my mind about that enamel dot actually. I decided I wanted something else there, and I've stuck one of the thickers, the puffy stickers phrases have got some flowers on as well, so I'm just adding some of those, a couple of those, to give a little bit more texture and dimension. Just seeing if there's another one that will fit, but I decide not. And then I'm going to add some of the enamel dots up in my title. I start off with them there, but change my mind, as I often do, and just move them over. I think they work in both places, but I liked them there. And that's me pretty much done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I hope I see you here again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.